Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Lewiston High School here for tonight's district matchup between the Lewiston Bengals and the Moscow Bears.
So the Moscow Bears coming into this game 6-14. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game losing streak. Their most recent loss against Coeur d'Alene, losing 65-52. So they are ice cold so far. But moving on to the Bengals, it's a much different story with a record of 17-4. However, they did lose to Sandpoint on Tuesday, 46-43, and that was quite the shock. I watched that live, and it was hard to watch, to say the least. Shooting 19% from the three, and they lost to a team that they beat by 40 at home. So they're an unpredictable team, but they are a talented team. If they can deliver here tonight, then they have got this game, and they will be able to advance. The winner advances, loser goes home.
Yeah, so it's district basketball here on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. We'll have an action coming your way within 1 minute and 20 seconds. This is the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. And there we have it. Starting lineups are announced. The stage is set. Playoff basketball starts right now.
No better time than right now, Wesley. Friday night basketball. District stakes couldn't be higher. Let's get it here tonight.
And we are officially underway, and that's going to go right to the Bengals to start off the night. It'll be Jordan Walker now. He'll dish to Fisher at the top of the key. Now Fisher takes it down over to the near side corner. Now looks, spins, now tries to go up at the 2, and nothing new in there as number 35, Andrew Hurley, comes down there for the Bears.
Lots of contact underneath the hoop. No call there. Might have just been a fall from Fisher.
Abendroth dishes over there to Izzo, now top of the key, guarded by Walker. As Izzo now searches. Bounce pass. Almost got away from Hurley there, but he'll regain control now. Travel will be called. It will be Bengal basketball.
So an offensive miscue to start for the Bears. If the Bears want to stay with the Bengals, they cannot make these offensive mistakes in easy turnovers.
Yeah, and that's exactly what got the Bengals the win against Post Falls last Friday. It was the turnover battle.
Absolutely.
A costly turnover late in the game against Post Falls. Got them the win as Jordan Walker for 3. Nothing doing there as Abendroth comes down with it for the Bears.
Not a bad shot from Walker. He's used to making those. You're going to see a lot more threes from Walker here tonight.
Now over to Cummins. Cummins goes up and good on the 2. The Bears strike first.
Yeah, Cummins is one of those players who can just be electric on any given night. His size can really get his way towards the basket.
Walker now top of the key. We'll take it over to the far side. Now Fisher, far side corner 3. Got it. Royce Fisher, good on the 3.
A nice fadeaway jumper in the corner from Fisher. Not an easy shot to make, but he's able to knock that one down.
Bengals able to respond there as Hurley now looks all the way across court over there to Cummings. Now he'll drive, lose control, regains it. So now he'll search. Cummings fadeaway 2, and that one is no good. And Torpy comes down on there for the Bengals.
Bogar is going to have a tough assignment against Cummings here tonight. We'll see how that matchup prevails throughout this ball game.
Walker, same spot as Fisher, no good as Cummings comes down with it. Trading Cummins will take it down now for the Bears. So he'll dish it off to Hurley. Hurley now finds Abendroth on the far side. Corner 3, good for Grant Abendroth.
I mean, that's just a tough bucket. Torpy got a hand in his face, just able to knock that one down. Really can't do much if you're the Bengals.
And now a travel we call on Jordan Walker. So it'll be Bear basketball.
And yeah, just an uncharacteristic turnover. Bengals always play great at their home court. We'll see if they can get something going still very early in this ball game.
Izzo now bounce pass to Abendroth. Abendroth shorthand off to Cummins. Cummings now drives, looks, ticked out Izzo. For 2 is no good. But now Bethel trying to get a piece of it and no good on the rebound, so Torpy now has it for the Bengals. Gives it to Walker, now back over to Fisher. Bounce pass all the way to Torpy at the far side. Torpy now kicks to Aldridge to the far side again. Now right back to Torpy. Now looks inside for Fisher. Fisher goes up and good on the 2.
Good aggressive move by Fisher. That is great ball movement. Really tired down that Moscow defense and good efficient offense from the Bengals.
Aldridge trying to get a piece of that one. Nothing doing there as Breeze now has it for the Bears. Breeze loses control, regains. Now drives, goes up and no good on the 2. And now that's going to go right back to Breeze. And that one's still no good on the 2. And now a foul will be called offensively.
Bengals definitely got bailed out there with that offensive foul. A lot of offensive boards for the Bears. Really need to do a better job as you see this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Really didn't see much of an offensive foul right there, but maybe not a good angle that we saw. It'll be Bengal basketball.
Long pass looking for Rudolph is touched by Bethel. It's going to go out of bounds and it will stay with the Bengals. So risky pass.
Yeah, I don't know why you make that risky pass. It wasn't a very aggressive press. Maybe if a cutter cut it towards Fisher would have allowed for an easier pass, but fortunate the Bengals retain possession.
Fisher now takes it near side. He'll drive, now loses control, now kicks Torpy. Far side, corner 3 is no good. Bogart's there on the offensive rebound, and the putback is good.
Great position by Bogart, realizing where he's at the court. A nice putback, too.
So now to be number 13, Isaacson with it now. Looks over, cross court, intercepted by Fisher.
That's just a linebacker read from Fisher there. Saw that pass from a mile away.
Swings it all the way around on the near side to Hepburn. Hepburn now looks, stops at the free throw line, now kicks out Bogart. Top of the key three is good for Parker Bogart.
Parker Bogart with the offensive rebound, up for 2, this time from 3-point range. 5 points in 2 possessions for Bogart.
Reese now, bounce pass is intercepted again by Bogart, but now lots of contact. Everyone's going for the ball right there. Now that's looking inside and no good on the 2. But Bogart tried to come down. He does now, finds Fisher. So, I mean, wow.
It's like the Bengals don't want the basketball. They're just trying to pass it away, and they finally get possession. But that was just an odd sequence there.
Rudolph looking for Bogart, gets away, and it will be Bear basketball.
Just a simple miscommunication right there. Thought a Bengal was going to stay in the vicinity, but then ended up cutting. Just one of those miscues as you take another replay at that. Rudolph was looking for Hepburn, just wasn't on the same page.
Hurley now finds Isaacson. As Isaacson will now search. Takes it across the half-court line, guarded by Rudolph. It's now a short handoff all the way over to Hurley. Now finds Bethel. Bethel now stops, looks. Now finds Cummings. Cummings drives, goes to the left end, good on the 2, a good move there.
Rudolph trying to get that charging call, but unable to do so. Easy bucket for the Bears.
Torpy finds Fisher to avoid the press as he'll kick out to Rudolph. He looks inside the paint, now kicks out, back to Fisher, now back over to Rudolph. Now Torpy, top of the key. Torpy now kicks out Fisher. Wide open 3 is no good. Way on the offensive rebound, though. Now kicks out Rudolph. Near side corner 3 is no good as well. And Bethel comes down in there for the Bears.
2 great looks from 3 for the Bengals. I love those takes that they just took on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Nothing to complain about there. If you're the Bengals offensively, just can't get the shot to fall. And now a jump ball will be called. It looked like a travel as we look at that again.
Let's take another look at that replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. You could make the call that no one really had clear possession, and that was why the jump ball was called. It'll stay Moscow Bears ball.
Deep pass way beyond the arc. Hands off to Bethel. Now finds Mordhorst. Mordhorst spins, now stops at the top of the key. Now finds Cummins. At the far side, he stops now, it's stuck. 8 on the shot clock, left to go here. As it'll be Hurley trying to drive in, it'll be off the leg of him, and it will be Bengal basketball.
How about those hands from Torpy, getting it and deflecting it off of Isaacson's knee? Great awareness by Torpy.
So heavy pressure.
Got to get the ball over.
On the other side of the half-court line, as now that finds Fisher. Now lob passed away is no good. But he found him. I thought he was going to take the shot there.
Yeah, me too.
Torpy now drives up and we get fouled, so that will send him the line to shoot 2.
Would have been a kind of an off-balance shot from Way, so he might have done that the right decision on a pump fake there, but attracting the foul was Torpy, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul there on number 33, Jonas Mordhorst, a 6'3" junior, as Torpy's first one is good.
So 3-point shooting, not looking too great so far, but again, a lot of improvement yet to happen very early in this game. And shout out to Golden Steel with the $1.99 donation. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying this stream from Seattle.
Cummings now with it as Torpy made his second. Now a foul will be called on Hepburn for the Bengals, as Aldridge now comes in for Fisher.
Take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Foul on Hepburn.
Bethel now kicks out to Isaacson. He'll search now. Bounce pass to Cummings. He'll look, kick out to Isaacson. Back out to Cummings, top of the key. So that's now looking, finds Bethel. Bethel trying to find an opening, nothing doing there. He'll take a 3. That one's good for number 11, Maurice Bethel.
Yeah, just great offensive ball movement from the Bears.
Aldridge now kicks to Torpy, goes up, and that one's good on the 2, and now an and 1 call there.
How about Torpy getting his head down, driving in the lane? Let's take another look at that beautiful move by Torpy, attracting the contact, goes up with it, and the foul. Chance for the classic 3-point play.
Cummings will now step out. He has 2 on the night so far. We're not even to the second quarter.
Yeah, and he's one of the key players for the Bears. Yeah, you can only imagine he's going to get on the court as soon as the coach feels fit that he can go.
Torpy completes the 3-point play for the Bengals, as it will be Izzo now with it for the Bears. He'll kick, now finds Brees, now looks in the far side corner for Bethel. So now it's back to Isaacson, and Hepburn there to get a piece of it, nothing doing. Now kicks to Bethel, still take the 3, gets rejected there, as Walker now has it for the Bengals. Gives to Torpy, far side corner 3 is no good. And now battle starts as Abendroth comes down with it. Now Walker's there to intercept it. Walker, top of the key, now kicks, looking for Torpy, goes out of bounds, and they're going to say off the Bears. It will be Bengal basketball. So really sloppy, I mean, on both sides,
right.
Both teams now.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's just forced passes. That's really all that it is. Bengals really didn't have any numbers on that transition, so I know it's an easy move to try and go quick and get those transitional points, but when they're not there, you just can't force those passes.
I mean, from what we saw from the Bengals, I think they have more incomplete passes this game so far compared to the post-Falls game almost.
Exactly, and almost all the home games combined. They've just been so good on offense.
Hepburn now for 3 is no good, as Abendroth trying to come down with it, and now a foul will be called on Bogart.
It's a good, aggressive foul from Bogart, just trying to get the board for his team. But just not looking too great on offense, whether it's the bobbled passes, the not forced passes, and not knocking down shots. That's kind of been the name of the game for the Bengals.
So it will be Izzo with it now for the Bears, as he'll be guarded. Now finds Brees. Gives it over to Isaacson, now looks all the way over to the far side for Bethel. Gonna give back to Brees, now swinging all the way across to the near side corner to Abendroth. Abendroth loses control, now battle starts, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow pointing towards the Bengals.
Both defenses have just looked very solid, and a great fight for the basketball between Way and Walker. And so Bengals need to get something going here. Last possession of the first quarter for the Bengals on offense.
Walker now gives it all the way to Aldridge across the half-court line. His Ilsearch now takes the dribble, now kicks out to Fisher. Now in the near side corner for Rudolph. For 3, no good on that one. Abendroth comes down with it, has 10 on it. Plenty of time left to go here in the first quarter. Loses control, and it will be Bengal basketball. So now the Bengals will have 7.1 to work with instead of their 20.
But this bear press is something else as you take another look at that ball hitting off of Abendroth's foot. This Moscow press is very good.
So I'm going to say Walker stepping on the line right there will be Bear basketball. So now, I mean, it's just been really back and forth tonight.
Yeah, no team has really gotten any footing on offense. Lots of turnovers in the first quarter. Seems like every single possession ends in a turnover as of late.
Now Brees. At the buzzer is good for 3. Oh my. JP Brees making that one.
High arcing shot, banked it in. What a way to end this stunning first quarter for the Moscow Bears. Wow. I mean, losing to Sandpoint, what I thought was a very easy win. You know, last time they beat them by almost 30. Coming into this game, Moscow is at a 10-game losing streak. Bengals simply just need to get it together on offense, whether it's making the right pass or just simply knocking down the threes. Something needs to change on offense for the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, we, so far, an okay night beyond the arc. So if they get that going, I mean, slow it down, you know. It's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of sloppy passes. So slow it down and just try to find that rhythm like we're used to seeing.
You know, in this season, we've only known the greatness that we've seen on offense. We really haven't seen the Bengals struggle so far this season, and it's just really shocking not seeing the shots go down, and it's shocking not seeing them up by 20 points by now. And it's only a 2-point ball game, and we've got a game on our hands tonight.
So Brees with it now after the buzzer beater 3. to make it 15-13. It'll be Bethel now with it for the Bears. So look near side for Cummings. Cummings now looks, tries to find an open lane, losing control as Hepburn's there to swat it, and that'll be Fisher now.
Great hands inside the paint.
Fisher looks, now kicks all the way to Rudolph on the near side. Gives over the way now, back to top of key, Hepburn. Hepburn drives, now kicks out Rudolph, back over the way. He'll regain it, so that's to Fisher. Fisher now, pump fake, goes up and good on the 2.
Just an elegant move from Fisher. Beautiful pump fake, nice drive, and a slithery finish, left-handed lay-in. Very beautiful play from Fisher.
Bethel now finds Breeze in the near side corner. Back over to Abendroth. That's to Izzo. Deep 3 is good for Tyson Izzo.
I mean, they've just got shooters on their team, whether it's Izzo, Bethel, or Cummings, just lights out.
Rudolph now drives up, and a charge will be called on Brady Rudolph.
Rudolph did extend his shoulder right there. Definite charge there from Rudolph. That's already Rudolph's second, so he's going to take a seat.
Reese now gives over to Izzo. Zat's looking all the way, finds number 13, Isaacson. Gives it back over to Izzo. To Isaacson. Now to Abendroth. Abendroth kicks out to Hurley. Hurley now gives to Breeze. Swings it all the way around to Izzo. Izzo puck fakes. Now drives. Looking for a kick out. He'll find Breeze. For 3. No good on that one. Hepburn comes down with it.
And that was a good look for Breeze there, just unable to knock it down. Fortunate for the Bengals, he didn't make that one.
Hepburn slows. Fadeaway 2 is good. And that might be one thing the Bengals are going to have to rely on, is the 2s, not the 3s. So far, I mean, this isn't your regular season game where you can just keep on shooting 3. I mean, it's lose or go home here tonight.
Right, yeah, those high percentage shots could definitely get more into the mix if they can't knock those 3s down here soon.
Fisher now, top of the key 3 is good for Royce Fisher. A big 3 there for the Bengals.
And that's what we're used to seeing. That's 2 threes so far from Fisher. He can really get this team going and get red hot from beyond the arc.
Reese now gives over to Hurley, top of the key. Looks far side for Breeze. Nothing doing there as Wade comes down with the rebound.
So this is where the Bengals can get some separation. Moscow looking slow on offense. They can make them pay on this side of the court.
Ball goes out of bounds off a Bear, and it will be Bengal basketball. So yeah, like you said, this is where the Bengals really could create some separation, just exactly how you said it. And, I mean, it's one thing that this team is good at.
I mean, they just play off momentum that they create. Once they get stops on defense, they turn it into great offensive points, and vice versa. Their great offense makes them stronger on defense.
Fisher now top of the key, will search, finds Torpy as Torpy now drives, goes up, and that one's good for 2.
Yeah, like you said, they're really starting to get more points in the paint, and diversifying their offense could really make them dangerous.
Reese now gives near side to Mordhorst. Mordhorst stops now, top of the key. Gives over to Isaacson. Now right back to Mordhorst. No good on the 2 as Torpy comes down with it.
Beautiful ball movement by Moscow. Just Mordhorst unable to get the easy 2.
Torpy now takes it all the way to the far side. Gives it back out beyond the perimeter to Walker. Short hand off to Hepburn. Now that back over to Torpy. Torpy now will look. Gives back to Walker. Way beyond. Almost touching the half-court line. Walker drives and goes up. No good on the 2. Offensively on the way. He'll go right back up, and that one's no good for 2.
A strong offensive rebound by Way leads to a miss. Wide open 2.
Hurley now in the near side corner. Takes it back out to Breeze. That's back over to Hurley. First 3. Deep 3 is no good. And now an over and back call will be called on number 33, Jonas Mordhorst.
Let's take another look at that over the back call called on Mordhorst. Good job by Hepburn blocking out Mordhorst and forcing him to go beyond the back. And that is all on Hepburn. Great job by him. Box now his opponent.
So Krassel and Aldridge come in for the Bengals. It'll be Fisher now in the inbound, gives back to Aldridge. Back over to Fisher. I mean, I think the one thing that has shut down this Bengal team is the press from the Bears.
Yeah, it's been elite. They've just been fiery on defense, and they have really just confused this Bengal offense and made them feel rushed. And so on that press, Mulm was pleading that the Moscow player tipped the ball, and they did correct that call. The original call was Moscow basketball, but it's back to Lewiston.
Hepburn now gives to Krassel, top of the key, kicks it back out to Fisher. Fisher will now look. Deep three is good for Royce Fisher.
Fisher with 9 points beyond the arc, added to his points inside the paint, and he got a steal.
Gives to Hepburn now bounce past Aldridge. Pump fakes and goes up and will get fouled, so that will send Drew Aldridge to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Aldridge showing great patience there, waiting for the defenders to jump. Got an open space, he got fouled, and he's headed to the charity strike.
That foul is on number 3, J.P. Breeze. That'll just be his first, but Moscow's second in the second quarter.
Yeah, and just the momentum shift, a simple momentum shift brought them up by 11, now make it 12, and it just feels like a whole different ball game than what we saw in the first quarter.
I mean, that was a team I didn't recognize in that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, simple as that. And they've really shown themselves here in the second, but if they want to make a run here in this district tournament, they can't start out so slow.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to, for sure, come out firing on all cylinders as the timeout will be called by the Moscow Bears. It is a 30-second timeout. We will take it with them. This is playoff district basketball here on the Bengal Network, proudly presented to you by the Diamond Shop. And welcome back here inside Lewiston High School. As confusion on the shot clock there.
We don't have our usual shot clock operator, Golden Steel, with us. He's in Seattle, like I mentioned before, so that was bound to happen, you know. But we're right back into this.
The Isaacson give it over to Bethel now. As Bethel now searches, guarded by Boger, he'll find Isaacson again. Gives over to Iso at the far side. Now to Cummings, in the same spot as Cummings now drives and will get fouled on Krassel, I believe.
And the big thing right there is that shot clock was at 4 seconds, and that foul is going to reset it, giving them a lot more time on the shot clock, a full shot clock there.
Excuse me, that foul was on number 2, Royce Fisher. As like you said, that shot clock is going to reset now. So now Avendroth is way behind the arc. As Avendroth now drives, searches, now kicks out to Isaacson at the top of the key. They'll give over to Breeze. Now it's the near side corner for Izzo, is good on the 3.
Nice knockdown from Izzo. He's had a couple of those. Elite shooters are on the Bears. If they could get red hot, Bengals could be in trouble.
Hepburn now responds right there for 3.
Yeah, you know, they don't have any problems against any team if they can shoot like that. They're such a good team beyond the arc.
Now an offensive foul will be called there. Drew Aldridge, a specialty of him, drawing offensive fouls.
Aldridge is so good at drawing charges. He is always willing to put his body on the line. As you take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop, just plowed over Aldridge was Isaacson. And that does take a toll on your body. But when you have a player who's willing to do that for the good of their team, he's a special player to have.
So Aldridge, I mean, continuing about him, he represents the culture of blue collar here.
He does.
On the Lewiston basketball team.
Will we see him get the hard hat tonight? I don't know. He might need to make a couple more blue collar plays to be part of that conversation.
Krasel now dishes over to Aldridge.
Bogart with a mismatch in the paint.
Now Hepburn in the same spot. No good on that one. As Bogart trying to come down with it, but Breeze ends up with it. He'll find Bethel now, top of the key. Gives over to Isaacson. Open lane for him is just wide open there and good on the 2.
A simple break in the Bengal defense allowed for an easy bucket for Isaacson.
Bogart now finds Hepburn as that's right back to Bogart. Now kicks out Aldridge in the near side. That finds Fisher. Fisher now drives, goes up in, no good on the 2. Bogart coming crashing in, goes to Krasel now. Kicks out to Hepburn, now to Bogart, top of the key. Loses control, now regains.
Bengals can slow down right here with the new shot clock.
Fisher now, near side 3 is no good as Abendroth comes down in there for the Bears.
I don't know why the Bears keep leaving Fisher open from 3. They've made him pay many times. Fortunately for the Bears, he didn't make that shot.
Izzo now, top of the key. Short hand off the Breeze on the far side. Breeze now takes it to the near side. Drives, now fadeaway 2 is no good. Abendroth goes right to him. Reverse layup is no good. Hepburn now comes down with it.
Very odd shot from Abendroth there. I feel like he could have just squared up to the basket and made him a 2 much easier on himself.
Bogart fadeaway 2 is good.
Nice savvy move from Bogart. He had Aldridge open in the corner, but decided to take the fadeaway jumper himself. A nice 2 from Bogart.
And now another offensive foul will be called. Drew Aldridge there to draw that one.
Okay, give him the hard hat. He flew across that court. You saw him smile and clap. Great play by Aldridge there. 2 offensive fouls on Aldridge. Well, Aldridge letting them plow him, and just a great player.
Bogart gives to Rudolph. Now let's look inside for Fisher. Wide open. Pump fakes now. Kicks out Walker. Top of the key 3. No good on that one as Abendroth comes down on the shot clock. No more. So now Abendroth with it. 18 left to go here in the first half. Losing control now. That's to Rudolph. They have a chance for the last shot here.
Plenty of time for the Bengals.
Walker with 6. He'll lose control now. It's to Bethel. Bethel, looking at the shot clock, puts it up at 3 with the last second is no good. So that will be it for your first half. Your score as of now, 33-21. Bengals on top.
Yeah, no one guarded Bethel on that 3-point shot. I thought that was just kind of weird. A wide open pull-up jumper from Bethel. If that would have went in, just kind of would have been a shocking moment there for the Bears. But as you were saying, this is the Bengal Network presented to you by the Diamond Shop. We'll see you at the start of the 3rd quarter.
can't wait to go home. I can't wait to go home. 'Cause adventure, it can wait. And there's no
And welcome back inside Lewiston High School here for the rest of the second half action coming your way. So Bengals, interesting first quarter. Kind of found their rhythm back in the second quarter. Now let's see what they'll do here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're known for how good they are in this third quarter, and that is usually where they create the point separation. They really set themselves up for fourth quarter success, and that's what makes this team so good. So the winner of this game plays the winner of Sandpoint versus Lakeland. Sandpoint is up right now 37-25, and it's halftime. So assuming the two teams that are up right now end up winning, it would be Lewiston versus Sandpoint here at Lewiston on Tuesday. That would be a best to win 2 out of 3. So if the Bengals do win right away, then they would secure a trip to state. So lots on the line here tonight. First, need to get to the game on Tuesday. If you're the Bengals, set yourself up pretty good at the end of the second quarter. We'll see how the rest of this second half goes. It'll start off Bengal basketball.
I mean, one thing we know about this Bengal basketball team is no matter their lead, no matter their deficit, they are never going to let up. So
Exactly right.
we'll see how it starts here. Bogart with the top of the key. Shorthand up to Walker now. Back right, same spot. Now the Torpy looks for Walker. It's Walker now. Looks, finds Bogart on the near side. Bogart drives. Now kicks at Aldridge. Near far side corner three. Wide open is no good there. And a rebound there by Avondra.
Good luck so far from the Bengals, just unable to knock it down. So far, Fisher has been the only one with success beyond the arc.
Looking for Hurley inside the paint is no good there. And it will be Torpy with it now. Gives to Walker. Open three. Way downtown is good for Jordan Walker.
A foot beyond the three-point range. A good catch-and-shoot shot from Walker.
And a foul there will be called on Bogar. I believe that's his second. So it'll be Brees now in the inbound for the Bears. Now to Cummings. Far side, Cummings will now dribble with it, spins, and now I'm not sure if there was any call there, but Abendroth now with it goes up and good for the two. So I think everyone there was looking for a travel, but
Yeah, definitely could have been a travel on Cummings, especially because he was out of control right there. That's the big indicator, but ended in Moscow points. A drive here from Fisher, an up and two. Bear on either side of Fisher, front and back, but still able to knock down that two. That is a nice, tough bucket from Fisher. He's making it happen beyond the arc and inside the paint. A great job there from Fisher. Moscow not looking at much, but a great pass inside to Traden Cummings. Fantastic vision from the Bears right there.
Aldridge with it now, looking for Bogart. He's wide open, just loses control there. A little too excited. So it'll be Bear basketball.
Yeah, he had great position. Just the ball went right through his hands. And a frustrating turnover there from Bogart.
It's all about the next play there.
It is.
Got to be able to move on from mistakes like that. And I think that's one thing this Bengal basketball team can do. Izzo now looks near side for Abendroth. Abendroth now drives under the basket. Kicks out Cummings to far side as that's now Hurley. For three is no good as Bogart comes down with it for the rebound. Torpy will now take it across the half court line. He'll dish to Walker. Now finds Aldridge. Looking inside the paint is no good there as Izzo's there to tip it away.
Just again with the sloppy passes and forceful passes that just aren't there.
Cummings now looks near side for Izzo. Yes, no good on the three there as Aldridge comes down with it. So now Walker dishes over to Torpy. Torpy now drives, kicks out to Walker again for three. Way downtown is no good as Abendroth comes down with it.
A nice look there from Walker, but no good.
And now a foul will be called on Aldridge, so that'll send number 35, Andrew Hurley, to the line to shoot two.
Great job by Aldridge as you take another look at this. I know it ended in a foul, but just a great way to stop Hurley there, not resulting to any points and making him earn them from the free throw line. Foul was on Aldridge, his first. So sending Andrew Hurley to the line to shoot 2, knocks down his first. In come Way and Hepburn. Sits down is Bogart and Aldridge, the 2 seniors on this basketball team. 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. Lewiston 38, Moscow 26.
Hurley nails the second. As Isaacson now comes in for Hurley. 5:09 left to go here in the third quarter as Hepburn now with a heel kick to Fisher. Well, bakes it out, drives, goes up and tried to slam it down. But offense rebound by Way. It's Way now looks, hits it off Abendroth. Abendroth keeps it alive now. Fisher's there to tip it away. And now a timeout will be called by the Bengals. So once again, just can't find the control of that basketball just yet. It'll be a 30-second timeout called here. We will take it with them. We'll be right back. This is District Basketball on the Bengal Network, proudly presented by the Diamond Shop. And we're back after the 30-second timeout called by head coach Brooks Malm. Keeping that possession alive there.
Yeah, what a great timeout used by Brooks Malm. Bailing his team out of trouble here. Another chance on offense.
Fisher dishes away as that's now to Hepburn on the near side. Now to Walker. Top of the key three. No good. But Way's there to keep it alive. Now kicks out Torpy. Torpy now back over the way to the far side. So that's over to Walker. Now swings it all the way to Fisher. Fisher will drive in, and now a foul will be called there. So to reset the shot clock, and the Bengals now have a new life.
Yeah, once the ball gets into the paint, it's very common for the defenders to get really handsy and trying to rip the ball free. Lots of fouls happen inside the paint.
Walker now gives to Fisher. As Fisher now goes up, and a foul will called, and an and one for Royce Fisher.
Yeah, just a miscue from Bethel there. Just at his wrong side of the hip. Fisher able to spin around, and a nice, easy path to the bucket ends in an and one.
That one is good. Now substitutions come in for both teams. So it will be Bethel on the inbound now. Bengals showing signs of pressure. That's over to Izzo. Back over to Bethel. Now bounce pass to Izzo. Far side now. Still dish it back over to the near side for Bethel. Bethel now finds Cummings. Cummings now drives on the basket. Looks, now kicks out to Izzo. Izzo, pump fakes three. Guarded by Fisher. He'll now drive, now kicks out Cummings. Near side, corner three is no good on that one as Hepburn comes down with it.
Picture perfect defensive possession from the Bengals. Great job.
Hepburn now for three, got it.
Hepburn able to let it rattle in, and that is going to force Moscow to call a timeout. Nice knockdown from Hepburn. Good defensive possession. Bengals are starting to roll here in Lewiston.
And we're back here inside Lewiston High School after the timeout called by the Bears with 3:47 left to go here in the third quarter. So Bethel now loses it way there. Maybe it might be able to strip it away, and now a foul will be called on number 55, Mason Way.
That's a lot of ball right there between Way and Bethel. Thought that would end in a jump ball. Let's take another look at that. Maybe got a little bit of Bethel's arm, but that definitely a debatable call. It'll remain Moscow basketball. Bengals still showing press.
Isaacson now looks. He'll find Izzo. Izzo now slows down. He'll give back over to Isaacson. Bounce pass back into Izzo. Izzo now looks inside the paint. It's going to be hit off the hands of Torpy, and it will stay down there with the Bears. So substitution come in for the Bengals is Drew Aldridge in for Dre Torpy. So it'll be Isaacson under the basket. He'll dish to Cummings and then far side. Now pump fakes, goes up and no good on the two as Aldridge comes down with it. Gives to Hepburn, now looks for Fisher way down court. Fisher now drives, stops, now kicks out Aldridge. Top of the key. Aldridge now drives. And he'll lose control, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Bengals.
I would imagine that would either be a jump ball or a foul, but let's take another look at that drive from Aldridge. Goes down kind of awkwardly, a little bit of a shove from Cummings, but no call there. It will stay Bengal basketball.
I mean, that was just one of those situations where you're expecting a whistle. I mean, it was silent in this gym.
You expect something.
Fisher now for three is no good. Izzo comes down with it. Cummings now has it, looks for Izzo. Now that's back over to Cummings. They'll get it across the half-court line. Cummings now drives and good on the two. A good move there by Traden Cummings.
Yeah, Royce trying to attract that offensive foul, but the Bear just able to move right around him for an easy two.
Aldridge now on the near side corner. We'll take it all the way around and gives to Fisher. Fisher now looks, kicks out Aldridge. Back over to Hepburn for a three. Got it!
How about Hepburn with 3 threes here tonight? The sophomore making it rain from beyond the arc.
Bethel now looks, might be intercepted. We'll see if they can keep it alive. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Bear basketball.
So Hepburn, after knocking down that three, makes a nice play on defense. He is having a great game so far.
Breeze with it now, guarded by Walker. As he'll look now, Walker, aggressive defense on Breeze. Looks, now finds Isaacson, now kicks out Cummings in the near side. And as that shot is up and no good as Walker comes down with it.
Yeah, Bears really haven't found themselves on offense so far in this third quarter, and as it's dwindling down, they would need a miracle to happen in the fourth, offensive-wise. Walker
gives to Aldridge, short handoff, spins. Now stops, now goes up. Open lane is no good on the two, but now foul will be called late, and that will send Drew Aldridge to the line to shoot two.
Aldridge had a great move inside the paint. Let's take another look at that, just right by Cummings. Unable to finish, but has 2 free throws coming his way. Shows his frustration, but does end up at the line. So that is Cummings' 3rd personal foul, as Aldridge able to rattle down the free throw. And Cummings will take a seat with 3 personals. In is gonna come Hurley. The 6-foot senior, 1:37 to go here in the third quarter. Bengals up by 20.
We'll do Bethel with it now. Still taking it across. Now finds Isaacson. Now looks near side corner for Hurley. Hurley now hits it off Walker as that goes right to Isaacson. Isaacson now kicks out Abendroth. Far side. He'll pump fake fade away 3 and no good on that one. Breeze with the offensive rebound. Now loses control. As Isaacson with it now. He'll kick out, finds Hurley. Far side corner. For 3 is sailed as that's now rebounded by Hepburn. So Walker now takes it down fast. It's intercepted by Bethel. Bethel will be fouled by Aldridge.
Yeah, just a forced pass leading to a foul on Aldridge. Just a boom, boom play that just wasn't great for the Bengals, as you see that foul on Abendroth committed by Aldridge. Aldridge's second personal.
Isaacson now looks, kicks out to Breeze in the near side corner. Breeze takes it all the way top of key to Bethel now. Short hand off there, all the way over out to Hurley. Far side corner now trapped, guarded by Aldridge. So kick out to Abendroth. 15 on the shot clock, everything on the far side. Now that's Hurley there, up and good for the two. A great backdoor cut from Andrew Hurley.
Moscow's really shown some great ball movement inside and got some great high percentage shots going.
Hepburn now bounce pass. In for Aldridge, goes up, contact, no foul as Abendroth comes down with it. It'll be Isaacson with it now for the Bears as he'll hit Abendroth. Abendroth, deep three, way downtown is no good. Breeze trying to get the offensive rebound, now way on the ground for it. He'll regain control for the Bengals.
10 seconds to go here.
Walker gives to Rudolph, now to Aldridge, back over to Rudolph. Kicks to Hepburn for three. No good on that one as Abendroth now with it. He'll put it up at the buzzer and no good on that one. So that will be the end of your third quarter. The Bengals up 49-31.
And a little score update between Sandpoint and Lakeland. Sandpoint is up 44-31 against Lakeland 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We'll keep you updated on that game, and we will get the stage set for the next round of district basketball. It is 49-31 here. We'll see you at the start of the fourth quarter. This is the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop.
And welcome back for some fourth quarter action coming your way right here on the Bengal Network. Proudly presented to you by the Diamond Shop. It'll be Bear basketball to start the fourth quarter, and they are going to need to get something done offensively to find themselves back in this game. Only down by 18, so in reach, but with 8 minutes left to go here, clock will become a factor soon.
And with their struggling offense, as you see right there, 18 points is a lot.
That's now Torpy near side. Still short hand off to Hepburn. Now looks out, finds Torpy at the top of the key. Torpy now drives, kicks to Bogar. So that's now over to Kressel. For three, no good on that one, as that's rebounded by Breeze. Over to Hurley now for the Bears. As Hurley now looks, gives to Abendroth. That's down near side corner for Tyson Izzo. Gives to Bethel, top of the key. Bethel, full drive. Now goes up for the two, and that one in and out right there. Torpy comes down on there for the Bengals.
Yeah, just a key miss from Bethel there. He's had a couple of those where the ball just didn't go in the hoop.
Foul will be called there on number 11, Maurice Bethel.
Take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop.
Fisher now looks, finds Bogar for the open two, is no good as Abendroth comes down with it for the Bears.
Yeah, just a wide open lane, just missed by Bogar there.
Izzo now with it, guarded by Bogar. Still lose control, but regains it. Izzo now looks, finds Hurley. Now bounce pass looking for Bethel. Is good, but no good on the two there.
Beautiful backdoor cut, just great defense from Hepburn catching up.
Hepburn is good on the two there, a great floater.
And Hepburn's having himself a game, whether it's inside the paint, defensive stops, or from three. He's just done fantastic tonight.
Bethel now looks inside for Breeze, and that one is no good on the two, but now a very late foul called there on number 15, Guy Kressel.
That was very late. I thought that was just going to be a no call, but then out of nowhere there was a whistle blown and a foul.
So that will send J.P. Breeze to the line to shoot two. His first one is up and good. As substitutions come in for the Bears. As Brees' second is no good as Hepburn comes down with it for the Bengals. So 6:18 left to go here in this ball game. As Walker now looking inside there, intercepted by Izzo.
Yeah, Bengals really need to clean up these forced passes if they do want to make a run for state. They just can't afford these sloppy offensive possessions.
Bogar now with it. He'll kick out to Walker. Now gives over to Torpy. Deep three way downtown is good for Dre Torpy.
Torpy getting in the mix offensively. They have missed his presence beyond the arc. That time able to knock it down, putting him up 22.
It will be a full timeout called by the Bears, and we will take it with them. 5:53 left to go here tonight at Lewiston. It is the Bengal Network District Basketball on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. We'll be right back.
So a little score update on the Sandpoint Lakeland game. Sandpoint has a 10-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, so that might set to be a good one over at Sandpoint. Looks like the Bengals might have this one unless Moscow has an offensive explosion here late in the fourth.
Ball is out of bounds, last touch by a Bengal, so it will be Bear basketball.
Take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Just a battle between Bogar and Hepburn. No need for that turnover, just these very avoidable turnovers that the Bengals have committed here tonight.
Breeze near side corner three is no good. So that's Abendroth trying to get the offensive rebound. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Bengal basketball. So remember, everyone watching at home, the winner of this ball game will move on to face a 2 out of 3 matchup against whoever wins Lakeland Sandpoint.
Now hold on, that replay, it looked like it could have been off of a Bengal. That was a very close call, but it is Bengal basketball.
Hepburn now finds Torpy. The near side, now it's back over to Fisher, top of the key. Fisher now drives at the wing, now finds Walker. Still kick out to Hepburn in the near side corner. Back over to Torpy, they'll swing it around. Now finds Fisher, that's Torpy. Far side corner three is in and out there as Isaacson comes down with it for the Bears.
A great shot from Torpy, just fish pulled out. Just an unfortunate end result.
Cummins losing control. He'll find Brees now, top of the key. Gives to Abendroth. Deep three. For Abendroth is good.
Abendroth has taken some really contested threes. That time went in with Bogar with a hand in his face.
Torpy now drives, goes up, and that one's good for 2.
Torpy showing off his driving skills there as a timeout is called, a 30-second timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it with them. 4:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lewiston 56, Moscow 35. This is the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop.
So time is starting to become a factor for the Bears. 4:38 left to go here in the fourth quarter. They are down by 21. So yeah, 4:38, I mean, at what point does it become a time thing?
Yeah, well, and Abendroth, with his three-point making ability, don't count the Bears out. It would just need to be made shot after made shot and stop after stop for the Moscow Bears. We'll see if they can get anything done here. But it would have to be every possession scoring without a doubt.
Bethel now will be fouled, and that will send on the line to shoot 2. So like we said at the beginning of this game, loser season will be over. The winner will move on. So this is a one-and-done tournament if you lose. But the next round becomes a 2 out of 3. So that first shot is no good. As Bethel's second is good. So now Walker will have it for the Bengals as he'll dish over, finds Fisher. Gives back over to Walker. Now Fisher finds Rudolph. That one's back to Fisher. Now Rudolph has it. He'll kick to Torpy. Torpy now stops inside the paint. Now kicks out Rudolph at the far side. Rudolph now swings it all the way over to Fisher. Cross-court pass. Now Fisher drives, goes up, and a travel will be called on Royce Fisher.
Yeah, he thought about the pump fake, but then he needed to get rid of the basketball, but he decided to hold on to it. As you take another look at this travel from Fisher, just dragged his foot there. A Bengal turnover.
Breeze with it now. Just there to tip it up. That one's back over to Breeze. That's now to Cummings on the far side. He'll drive, goes up, and no good on the 2. As Wade comes down on him for the Bengals.
And I've seen the Bears just miss a lot of wide open lanes. Really simple things that they just haven't connected tonight.
Torpy now finds Way in the near side corner.
And if you're the Bengals, you're absolutely okay with draining this shot clock as much as possible and then getting a high percentage look.
Rudolph now drives and will get fouled as he is now slow to get up.
Take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Couldn't really see the landing right there. Might have landed on his knee, but he's getting up on his own power and appears to be okay. He's going to shoot these free throws. And that is 4 personal fouls on Cummings, but with just 3:30 to go here, I'm assuming he's going to stay in this game.
Rudolph, an aggressive player to say the least for this Bengal team, as his first one misses.
Yeah, it'd be demoralizing if they lost this player going into playoffs. Such a key player for the Bengals.
His second is good. And so now Hepburn will come in for Rudolph. We look on the bench for the Bengals. Rudolph getting checked out a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. It doesn't seem nothing too major. Now Abendroth looks inside the paint for Winfrey. As Winfrey's there, it's up and good for 2 for Max Winfrey.
Yeah, Winfrey just able to take the ball away from Way, and just a nice aggressive play from Winfrey.
Torpy far side corner 3 is short on that one as Abendroth comes down with it. Breeze now drives down, looking for Isaacson. Now finds Hurley in the far side's corner. That one is up and good for the 2.
Bengals starting to fall asleep a little bit on defense. I know this game feels a little bit over, but you got to keep on playing until that buzzer sounds.
Walker finds Hepburn, near side corner 3, sinks it.
4 threes for Hepburn tonight. This young fella's having a great evening.
Breeze now looks, lose control, and now a foul be called on Jordan Walker.
Take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. That foul on Walker. He's had some aggressive defense tonight, but only 2 personal fouls, so that aggression paying off with the lack of personal fouls.
Hurley now finds Izzo. Izzo will look, get a screen there as that's down on the near side for Hurley. Hurley now looking for Winfrey. It's up and good for Max Winfrey.
Bears really starting to kick it into gear on offense when this game is presumably over. They've looked very solid the past couple possessions.
Krasnov for 3 is no good as that's Izzo coming down with the rebound.
And not a big fan of that shot so early in the shot clock, but they do have an 18-point lead.
Abendroth now drives, goes up for 2, is good.
As Fisher will now have it. Gives over Hepburn, now looks inside for Krassel. Krassel is up and good for the 2.
Good finish from Krassalt there, realizing he was open, cut to the basket. Doesn't get much easier than that for Krassalt.
So 90 seconds left to go here in this ball game. As Izzo now looks, finds Hurley. He'll find Abendroth now. Deep 3 for Abendroth is good.
Really turning it up on offense are the Bears, just a little late here in this ball game.
Krassel now stops, finds Way. Wide open lane is up and no good on the 2 for Mason Way. So that's Winfrey coming down the hill dish to Hurley. Looks for Abendroth now. Fadeaway 2 is no good as Krassel comes down with it.
And head coach Brooks' mom telling him to slow down, use some of this shot clock, and just walk away with the win here tonight. Little bit of a sloppy last couple minutes here.
Aldridge now within the near side as that's now taken beyond the arc for Hepburn for 3. No good on that one. As Hurley comes down with it. Now looking all the way down court for Winfrey is intercepted by Hepburn. Maybe it goes out of bounds and it will be Bear basketball.
Good hustle from Hepburn, just unable to corral the basketball. And as you take another look at that, trying to save the ball, just couldn't quite get it to Way. But Fisher gets a very welcoming ovation as he sits down.
I believe that was for the senior Bears too. Who knows? Obviously, this will end the Bears season.
Lots of Lewiston people clapping. Maybe it was for the Bear, not quite sure.
No shot clock, and I believe we're going to see a dribble out here, so I think we'll see what happens here. Your final score here tonight, 62-47. The Bengals will move on to play Tuesday against the winner of Sandpoint and Lakeland. The Bears, valiant effort tonight.
Yeah, they really turned it up at the end of the 4th quarter. Like I said, too little, too late. Really held with them in the 1st quarter, but the Bengals were just too much. Hepburn had a great night, knocking down 3s in the last half. And just an overall performance. Could have been a lot cleaner win, but a win is a win. And you will see the Bengals here on Tuesday for some more district basketball. We have a very close game between Sandpoint and Lakeland, 50-46, under 3 to go. So you're gonna have to take a look at updates yourself to see who we will be playing in Lewiston. But that does it tonight, 62-47, your final score, Bengals on top.
So that is going to do it for us here tonight. I'm Wes Hess.
And I'm Asher 5.
And we will see y'all on Tuesday for some Bengal basketball. But tomorrow, we got some White Pine basketball.
Great basketball. Definitely tune in on those. Some great boys basketball teams this year. It will be exciting to say the least. So we got 3 basketball games tomorrow, and then we got more on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, a week full of basketball, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to miss the Bengal Network.
So there we go. That will do it. We'll see y'all next time. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.